So, hello everyone. Do you think it's weird to see me on a Wednesday evening? Well, maybe it is, but it's because we have all the presentations of nations behind us, and now it's time to take a look and evaluate them, how good they were, and look at some funny points, some stories behind all the presentations. So we'll tell you everything about the presentations right now.
Hello, also from me, Hal. Well, Martin, tell us some interesting stories from your point of view about the presentations of nations.
Yes, well, I will tell you that, but before the interesting stories will start, I would like to say that I'm glad that this project or this form of the presentations could take place, because I was responsible for these presentations even in the last semester, and sadly we had the chance to see maybe 5 of them, and then the corona came, and no one knew what to do, so everything was just cancelled. So I'm really happy that even though corona stayed, the presentations got back again, and me and also you were able to see the presentations at least somehow in this online form.
Definitely, I think that the switch to the online space was really fluent. Well, the last offline presentation, like with all the people in one room, was the Czech one. Definitely,
the first and last one.
the first and last one, and after that we had like the Poland, Lithuanian, yeah.
Yeah, after the Czech presentation, we had a 2 weeks break because we were thinking of how to deal with the situation. And then the Polish presentation was the first one that was streamed online.
Yeah, I remember my Carol buddy, which sang the song from The Witcher. Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So that was the Polish presentation. After that, we had the Lithuanian, right?
Yes.
And after that, we switched to online, like completely, right?
Yeah, the Polish presentation and the Lithuanian presentation were streamed here from the Panda Point, but then it was banned to meet here, so all the presentation had to be streamed from the rooms of the presenting people.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I remembering that situation when I was writing the first instructions for the first people, and it was not stressful but challenging also for me, right? And also for you.
Yeah, I think it was challenging also during some presentations, because, for example, I don't know if you know, but when Dimitri was presenting the presentation of France, he was actually corona positive, so they couldn't meet in the same room with the other presenters of France. And also I told him already, but I want to thank him again, because I know that he didn't have he didn't feel really well, so I'm really thankful that he presented the French nation to us even in that situation.
Yeah, definitely. Even that Dimitri has a cut of his French kiss tutorial in the highlights, so you will see in few minutes. And after France, do you remember which countries we had?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't remember the actual following order in which they were, but we had the presentation of Poland, Lithuania, France, Spain, Nigeria, Turkey, the Netherlands, Italy, Sri Lanka, and did I forget something? I'm sorry.
I think that's all of the countries. I hope we didn't forget
I'm sorry
any of the countries. Okay. So, well, the last one was the Sri Lanka. It was yesterday. How did you enjoy the last one?
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know much about Sri Lanka before, as I told you already yesterday, and I was really well surprised with the presentation. I think it was really nicely done, and there were many interesting things to see. And when I was looking at the food, I was just grabbing the screen Can I take it and taste it, please?
Yeah, the food part of each presentation was really hard, like to not grab my screen and eat it. Definitely. Yeah, and since you remember the last season, the previous season of the presentations, was it different for you to not see all the dances and singing like offline?
Well, I would say that like there was a significant difference because in the face-to-face or like presential presentations, they were like more challenging because the people that were presenting, they took the people from the audience to like try some dances or to try to pronounce some really difficult word like the Turkish had in their presentation. And also there were the samples of the food, and yeah, it was like much more interactive, and also there were the parties following after that, so everyone was just excited about that. But yeah, I hope that now I'm really glad that we manage it that way we did, and I think that we did like the best we could. So I'm really happy.
I can still see one like advantage of this online forum, that you can play all the presentations after that, and or also the next generation can like have a hint for their presentation.
Yeah, it's very nice because previously if you didn't attend the presentation, you like didn't have a chance to see it again, and now you can see all the presentations on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen them, you still can.
Okay, so back to our program. So what's our plans today?
So today we will see some highlights of the presentations, maybe like some funny scenes from the presentations, and we'll of course do the evaluation of the presentations because the ESNers were watching all the presentations and we were giving certain points to the countries. And if you want to know what we were actually evaluating, because maybe that's interesting for you, we did evaluate the overall content and the topics of the presentation, then how the people were speaking actually. Then we also considered the like creativity or how original the presentation was. We also gave some bonus points for some accompanying programs. So if someone did some dance or singing at the end, there's some plus for them. And also we considered the overall length of the presentation, so it wasn't too short or too long for our standards.
I hope I can ask this question, but what is your favorite presentation of season this one?
I think it's very tough to say, but yeah, for example, yeah, I think it's hard to say. I don't want to offend anyone. I will keep that to my like.
Okay,
personal.
sorry for that question. Okay, and since I just opened the results table, I just want to tell you that like the difference between first and the second place was about 0.4. Yeah, is it that correctly? Yeah, 0.5.
We should say that
definitely.
The evaluation is in the form that we gave 1 to 10 points for like each of the parts I told you. 10 points is the best and 1 was the worst. And then all the points were averaged. And I want to point out that every presentation actually is with more than 6 points. So we can say that all of the presentations were pretty good. And also I would like to point out that the number of presentations between 9 points and 8 points is actually, there are 5 presentations that have like 8 point something points. So you can see that the overall results were really close. And yeah, again, you can see that all the presentations were really like evaluated with high points from us, and we really liked them.
So that was the whole evaluation. I think we can move on to the highlights, right? And after that, it will be the most important part of this evening or the stream, right?
Yes, we can see the highlights.
Okay, guys, so enjoy the highlights. I hope I can switch this correct scene. Yeah, exactly. So enjoy.
I would like to welcome you to today's presentation of nations about Lithuania.
And I would like to call the Polish people to present their country.
For today, buonasera. It is Tuesday again, and today we have a presentation about Italy. So after Poland and Lithuania, you'll be able to find out something interesting about France today. Hola a todos. This time it will be about Spain. Then today we are moving all across the Europe to its borders with Asia, because today we'll be talking about Turkey.
The presentation of the one of the Czech neighbors and its ex-partner, which is Slovakia.
Another week has passed and we see each other at the presentation of nations again. Today is the presentation about Nigeria. Today you will be able to see one of the last ones, and that's the presentation of Netherlands. This evening you will be able to see the presentation of Sri Lanka.
Grosza daj Wiedźminowi, sakiewką potrząśnij.
How to do a French kiss and just give you some tips now because I can't show you. Most important thing is to be gentle. Angle your face and close your eyes and don't forget to breathe and listen to your partner.
In Lithuania, we have also Paris, Venice, London, Switzerland, and Kamchatka. So yeah, that's a lot of foreign places for a small country like ours.
Muvaffakiyetsizleştiremeyebileceklerimizdenmişsinizcesine.
Honestly, I didn't understand anything, and also the English translation is very complicated.
And the top of the tops is on the next picture, which is the famous golden car from Slovakia. And now I bet that you are starting to have the Eastern Europe feeling.
Obviously, I'm on the top picture and on the right side with a pair of glasses. Well, I didn't marry, obviously, it was not a gang marriage.
When a Spanish guy say hello in the corridor or on the stairs, say hello, it's so easy. We always say hello to everybody.
The down picture is a controversial man in Nigeria. He has over 86 wives and 170 children.
I think everyone should know Heineken, the beer. And I just want to give you one advice. Don't buy it. It sucks. I hate it. We're not proud of Heineken at all.
Thank you all for coming to this online event.
And thanks for your attention.
I hope that you enjoy it. Thanks for all.
So hereby I would like to say good night. This was my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.
And that was the last slide of our Turkish presentation.
Thank you very much and have a great evening.
So I would like to thank everyone who was with me until the end of the presentation.
Ciao mama! Ciao mama!
And that's it.
So I know you're all waiting to finally know what presentations were the best, but I will not tell you yet because I have some other things to tell you. So yeah, maybe I would like to tell you what personally I think that the presentations brought to me. So firstly, I really like that after seeing all those presentations, now I know that if I go somewhere to these countries, I know like where to go, what to eat, some recommendations, like for example, do not drink Heineken. Yeah. And yeah, I will tell you also about the event which is happening tomorrow, and that's the event Erasmus in the Pandemic. And yeah, we know that maybe the corona situation will improve, maybe the corona situation will not improve as soon, and since our student times at the university are passing, and maybe some of you have like the last chance to go to Erasmus, we will talk tomorrow about why to go on Erasmus even though there is this pandemic, and that going abroad during these times can still be attractive and bring you many new experiences and skills and fun. So definitely join tomorrow for the stream on Instagram. I think it will be at 6 p.m.
It will be at 6 p.m.
Yeah, at
right?
6 p.m. tomorrow.
And also the smell of the Christmas. What is it, Martin?
Yeah,
Tell
the
us.
smell of Christmas. It's like a project of ESN during this last week of the semester, and we will add some photos or videos or maybe some short texts about how the Christmas are celebrated here in the Czech Republic. And also to make it more enjoyable, we ask you if you could share with us also the traditions from your country, or like how do you celebrate Christmas in your households, so that we will know how the Christmas are celebrated all across Europe or the world.
Okay, thanks for your words, and I think now we can go to the final phase of this stream, right? Or do you want to add some words?
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I just want to tell you that it was sometimes like not really easy to do the presentations. Well, because for example, when we got the Spanish presentation first and we saw that it has like 130 slides, I was just like getting a small heart attack. But yeah, it was like all really nice, but yeah, we had to discuss with Miguel to like shorten it a bit. And also with these presentations, I know that my time management isn't really as good as I thought, and I like experienced the fast and furious in my own life, because I didn't have any lessons on Tuesday, so usually I went for some trip or something, and then when I needed to go home for the presentation, like I was just breaking all the driving rules and driving fast and running. So yeah, I think I should improve my time management. Maybe what do you think, Joe, about like your point of view on the making of the presentation?
Well, you probably you usually join at like 18:30, right? But well, 2 times or maybe 3 times I was writing you at 45 or 48. Please, Martin, could you please join us? Okay, we need a moderator. But I think it was fine, really, for me, and not so stressful as for you.
Yeah, so the last thing before the presentation is maybe like to say thank you to the people that deserve it. So yeah, firstly, thanks to all the people that were presenting the countries, and some presentations happened in groups, so there has to be like working team cooperation, and on the other hand, some presentations were presented by like the people alone, by one person, and I'm really glad that these people weren't scared to do so, and they made the presentation even though they were alone. So yeah, thanks to the presenters, of course. Also thanks to the viewers, because if no one was watching the presentation, like there wouldn't be much point in them.
Yeah, and also thanks to you, Martin, for your moderating, and also for the Easter eggs for each the presentation, like the hat or the greetings in the foreign language.
Yeah. Also, I realized that I should have turned on microphone when I'm speaking.
For example, the end of the Turkish presentation, yeah, it was the Vedat helps the situation, and yeah, so
and I think the last thanks should go to the Presentation of Nations team. So of course you, because Joe was the guy behind the screen that was responsible for the stream working and for like cutting the cameras, preparing the intros, moving in the presentation. So without him, you would just see me speaking and hear the other people speaking. So
Yeah, and the next shout out goes to Patrick for his intros and all the management around the presentation. And I think the last one for Apcha, the Apu, our vice president of the ESN section, Beauty BRNO. So
yeah, she always told me like what to say in the beginning, what events should I present, and so. But also thanks to all the people that were actually also evaluating the presentations that were not the part in the presentations team.
I think we just went a little bit pathetic, so I think that it's the time to move.
Yeah, it's like when you got an Oscar and you're like, thank my family,
yeah,
thank my father, thank my mother.
Okay, guys, so I hope you can see the stands for first 3 places. Martin, could you please recapitulate the how to say it? What's the instructions for the winners? Like what to do after the announcement?
Yes. So we sent you a message today, I think, like how the evaluation, how the process will be. So. Actually, everyone will get a prize, get a small prize, but we do not want like a big gatherings here in Panda Point. So we asked you to write your room numbers and we will distribute them into your rooms. But we will announce the first 3 places, and we would like to ask the people or like the groups of the countries that are in the first 3 places to come to Panda Point after we send them a message, so that there's again not too many people. So yeah, I think that's everything important.
Okay, thanks for the information. Well, and we can
maybe also,
we can do it.
Yeah. You know, I like to prolong that.
Yeah. Okay. So it's
the last thing before we announce the winners. You can like make a guess in the chat of the stream.
Yeah, definitely. Write down to the chat what teams will win, or your guess for it. I see Soplika is in the chat, and also our president Vojta. Just write to the chat.
Yeah, I can see some guesses there. We will see if they are true. And yeah, I think we can start with the 3rd place.
Yeah, we can definitely. So
the country.
Okay, the country.
Yeah, the country that had, according to our evaluation, the 3rd best presentation of nations is actually the country of Netherlands. So yeah, we will send Michael a message to come for the prizes.
So congratulations again for the 3rd place. Is it a really good place or great place? Because we had more than 10 teams or 10 teams exactly, and the Czech one.
Yes, and I would like to point out that Michael was working on the presentation alone. So it's like really wonderful that he gained the 3rd place.
And thanks again for the Heineken tip, definitely.
Yeah, like I haven't drink Heineken even before, but I will not drink it now.
Okay, so now we can continue to the 2nd place, the silver one.
Yeah, the 2nd place, in quite a contrast to Netherlands, the creators of the 2nd place or the 2nd best presentation were quite a big group, and yeah, if you want to know what country is on the 2nd place, it's the country on the borders of Europe and Asia, and that's Turkey. So Turkey is in the 2nd place. Congratulations to the Turkish people, and also wait for the message to come to Panda Point for the prizes.
Okay, congratulations also from me, and well, now it's the time to announce the winners. So do you have any more words before the announcement?
I think everything is just angry that I always speak and they have to wait for the evaluation. So
okay, so
I think we can go directly for the
I'll
first
try
place.
to to play some like the announcement sound. I hope it's playing. Okay, so on the first place of season presentations of nations is country with name.
It's the country of Italy. So I have seen that there was some correct guesses in the chat of our stream. So yeah, the first place is the presentation of Italy. I would say that we also really enjoyed the cultural performance at the end. It was really nice. Did you enjoy the Italian presentation?
Yeah, definitely. Also in the highlights were not so short parts from the Italy presentation, like the guy shouting "Oi mama" or what was the
mama.
"Ciao mama." Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I see also the Bene is in the chat. So congratulations. Benedetta, we can hear you from our room. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Well, on the third place, the Netherlands. On the second place is Turkey, and on the first place is Italy. Congratulations again, and we will send you a message to our chats with instructions when you should come to the Panda Point, right?
Yes, and maybe the last words, I want to say that, like, to the people that haven't managed the first top 3, as I already told you, the results were like really close to each other, and we enjoyed everyone, like every of the presentation, and yeah, you will get a small prize either, so don't be sad.
So again, thanks for the watching. Thanks to Martin for moderating and all the answers and words to our viewers, and that's all. So see you guys. I hope you join tomorrow at the Erasmus during pandemic or Erasmus in the pandemic Instagram stream, and Merry Christmas, definitely.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and maybe you will see me on screen in the next semester. We will see how the situation will evolve. So, yeah. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and have a nice time. Enjoy the rest of the semester. Have successful exams, and yeah, just be happy.
Yeah, definitely. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.